Leonifiak, you're welcome.
Thank you, Ma. Good evening, Ma. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Ifeok is the
Thank you.
latest FBI graduate, Owati.
Wow. Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you,
Nice.
Ma. Thank
Nice.
you very much.
Welcome. Welcome to the
Thank
club
you.
as well. Welcome to the faculty. Welcome.
Thank you, Ma.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining timely. I appreciate everyone's commitment to this. We'll probably have to just give a few minutes for more people to join. My name is Lion Chinyelu Samuel Johnson, and I'm your host this evening.
Hello,
Hello, Jill.
Hello.
Hi, sis.
Hello, ma.
Speaker for
Good evening.
Ma.
Thank you for joining. You're welcome.
And hello to all my fellow Efikos, the early joiners.
Dr. Mesh, thank you for joining us again today. Thank you.
Thank you, ma. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Hello, Lion Joyce.
Yeah, I was going to send you a message and I said, oh, you'll be busy arranging yourself for this session. Let me leave you till afterwards.
Maybe I just escaped from the office straight into one corner in my director's office. So.
Yeah, you said so. Really? Well
Thank
done.
you.
Thank you for
Thank you. You're welcome.
If you'll be pretending like you cannot hear my voice, it's owing me.
It's because it's the latest FDI graduate. Just doing
They'll
Shakara
twist
and I
him,
don't
oh.
understand.
Lion Joyce, they'll twist him.
You
Later FDI graduate and he has not watched it.
He has not watched
Your
it.
sins
Oh.
are plenty.
Good evening, my great lions.
Good evening. If you're going to pay
Good
for your sins. So.
evening. You're welcome.
Stop
Thank you
recording
for
this
joining
call. Oh. Wait
early.
until they start before you start recording.
I am not here.
Okay,
Very close to the task.
okay, ma.
If we're waiting for you to come and watch the FDI, congratulations.
I'll be coming. I'll bring a lot of buckets and a lot of water, tank of water to Asaba.
Is it
See,
Ibadan we
you
are going
na
to watch?
general
Sorry,
beating you
dear
want chop
Asaba.
so. Lion, if you're na general beating you want chop so. Eh?
Oh my God, I'll find a way around it. Be cool.
Asaba, bring everything. Bring the washing to Asaba.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, my DG.
Good evening, my dear Chelsea. Good evening. Great lions in the house.
Good evening, my DG.
Oh, good evening, my facilitator. Nice to have you with us.
Good
Thank
evening,
you
Queen
so
Mother.
much.
Thank you.
Oh, my people are here. Good evening.
Okay, we should start in another 3 minutes, please. Thank you so much again for joining early. We just want to give a little time for more people to join. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, Lion Machado, thank you for joining.
Good afternoon, ma.
Yeah, good evening from our end. Thank you for joining.
Mo ti fi oògùn yín náà sí. Mo ti fi sísà. Mo ti fi sísà.
Chelsea, I think we should start.
Good evening again, my fellow Lions and guests. I welcome you again to today's session. My name is Lion Chinyelu Samuel Johnson, and I am the District Global Leadership Team Coordinator for District 404A3. You're welcome to our
Sorry, my
Lions
Chelsea,
Learning
we can
Lounge.
barely hear you. You're breaking up if you can hear me.
Sorry, what did you say? Did you hear me?
I said you were breaking. No, we didn't.
Oh, wow. Okay, I was barely introducing myself. Am I audible now? You can, okay, great. My name is Lion Chinyelu Samuel Johnson, and I am the District Global Leadership Team Coordinator for District 404A3, Nigeria. I'm the host for tonight. This is our Lions Learning Lounge session. And here is a session where we all converge, we learn and listen to each other. We gain knowledge and share knowledge together. And here we bring facilitators who are really well-grounded in different topics. And we handle topics that are very, very beneficial to both Lions and non-Lions. Tonight, we've gathered again to learn, and I would really encourage everyone to have an open mind, learn, and learn. You don't really stop learning. Even if you think you know enough already, continuous improvement is the right thing to go for. So tonight, we have also a very, very, what should I call her? Knowledgeable facilitator. But before I bring her on, permit me to invite my beautiful district governor, Lion Mary Honor, to just give us an opening remark, and then we proceed. My DG, ma.
Well, I didn't quite hear that, but I'm assuming that I was called to speak. So thank you very much, my DLT. As always, if you can hear me, thank you for always putting this together every month. Thank you to my faculty, who is vast, as you've said, my sister, my friend. And I can't wait to hear all the great ideas she has for us today. I'd also like to thank those behind the scenes, my DC, my ICT chairperson, Lion Franklin, Lion Ari, our marketing chair, and all the others. Thank you so much for putting this together again. And it looks like it's going to be another brilliant session. Thank you. Right, Chinyelo, I'm done.
Okay. Thank you so much, my DJ. Please, can everyone hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear
Yes,
you.
we can.
Yes, we can hear you. We can
Great.
hear you now.
Okay. So,
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you so much. My DG, thank you. As always, thank you for being so supportive. Thank you. Going forward, please permit me to introduce our guest speaker for today. She is well known to Lions, but I know we have guests here. So I'm going to just read her profile. Our facilitator today is PDG Linda Odu Opesheyi. Lion Linda Odu Opesheyi joined the Lions family as a Leo of Calabar Doyen Leo Club and later became the first female Leo district president in 2007. She graduated to the Lions Club and became the secretary of Calabar Doyen Lions Club. During the mandatory NYSC program, she chartered Abuja Metropolitan Lions Club through Facebook. Commendable. She is a past zone and region chairperson, Pioneer Cabinet Secretary, District 404A2, past District GLT and GST Coordinator, Pioneer Constitutional Area Speaker, New Voices, covering English-speaking African countries, amongst others. PGD Linda is an ALLI and FDI graduate since 2015 and has facilitated 15 RLLI institutes, ELLI, ALLI, and facilitated vice governors training for 4 consecutive years now.
Wow.
PGD Linda is a certified human resource professional and fellow of the Chartered Institute of Human Resources Management, FCIHRM, and a recipient of the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award for Youths and several awards from Lions Club International. PGD Linda is currently the multiple district GMT coordinator. She is a past governor of District 404A2, Nigeria, and is married to PDG Olatoboso Opesheyi of District 404A3. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me as I welcome PGD Linda Odu Opesheyi.
Thank you very much, my amiable GLT coordinator, for that beautiful introduction. Thank you. My amiable district governor, Queen Mary Onu, my energetic GLT coordinator, Lion Chinelo Samuel Johnson, great lions and leaders of District 4483 Nigerian friends. I welcome you all to this session. Before we begin, I'm sorry I can't turn on my camera. I explained that before the training started. I'm still in the office and I'm shuttling between the meeting and this training, but don't worry, everything will go smoothly, I can assure you. So I would like us to reflect on this powerful quote by Mahatma Gandhi that says, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. This quote captures the spirit of Lionism. Every project we undertake begins with a desire to serve and to improve the lives of others. Do you know why this works? It is because it connects emotionally with the mission of service. I welcome you all once again and thank you for joining this session. Our topic is from vision to impact, practical approaches to project management and implementation. As Lions, we serve with passion, but to truly make a difference, our service must be well-planned and impactful. Let's explore how to turn great ideas into results that can transform our communities. Next slide, please. Lions Club International is known globally for its selfless service. I hope everyone can hear me. If you can hear me, just type yes in the chat box so I know we are together. If you can hear me, just type yes. Just type yes. Okay, that's fine. Everybody can hear me. Lions Club International is known globally for its selfless service. Success begins with a clear vision and ends with a measurable impact. Before you say a project is successful, you should be able to measure the impact. And the reason why project planning matters in Lions Club is because of sustainable service, accountability, maximum community benefits. There's no need to go and do a project that the community will not benefit from. Do you agree with me? If you do, just say yes. So today, at the end of this session, we'll walk away with a very simple framework to help your club move from vision to real community impact. Understand the stages of project management, identify community needs effectively, and learn how to evaluate and report project impact using Lions tools. We have stages of project management, and the stages are the vision, the planning, the project implementation, monitoring, and impact. For vision, every impactful project begins with a clear vision. You must visualize what you want to do before you can do it. If you're too fast, please. Thank you. Vision answers the question, what change do we want to see in our community? It is your vision that would answer that question. For Lions, our vision is always service-driven. We want to reduce suffering. We want to improve lives. We also want to strengthen our communities. A strong vision inspires members. It aligns efforts and gives purpose to the project before any planning begins. For me, I feel vision inspires us, but without a plan, even the best vision remains only an idea, an illusion. I would say maybe you're hallucinating. The next step is planning. Once the vision is clear, remember the vision must be clear. If it's not clear, Others cannot follow you in the planning process. So the vision must be clear. Planning turns that vision into a practical roadmap. This phase answers these questions. What will we do? How will we do it? Who will do it? And when will it be done? Good planning includes goal setting, assigning responsibilities, budgeting resources, identifying partners, those that you collaborate with. Proper planning prevents confusion and increases the chances of project success. A well-designed plan now calls for a committed action. This is where service truly begins. There is a popular saying that says, without proper planning, you are planning to fail. I know that as Lions, we do not want to plan to fail. Any project we want to carry out, we must ensure that this project is okay. That is why needs assessment is important. You don't just go planning any project you want. You must make sure you carry out a needs assessment. Project implementation. This is where the plan begins or becomes action. That is where you turn this plan to action. If you're too fast. Thank you. I'm still in the diagram that has the journey, please. Thank you. Sorry, I can't project from here. I'm using my phone and I said I'm still in a meeting. Project implementation. This is where the plan becomes action. Execution involves mobilizing members, coordinating activities and delivering the service to the community. There is need for effective communication. You should be able to communicate properly what you intend to do. There should be teamwork. You can't work alone. You need every member. As a president, if you have the vision or the DCS or the project director has got an idea on the project, everybody has to work as a team to achieve the project. And leadership is critical during this stage. The goal is to stay focused on the plan while remaining flexible enough to solve the problems that arise. You know, when you're planning, there could be some issues that will arise. You must be flexible enough in case any problem arises. When we track our progress carefully, we can clearly see the difference our service is making. The next stage is the monitoring part. Monitoring ensures that the project stays on track. It involves checking the process, reviewing activities, and asking, are we doing what we planned? Are we achieving our goals? You don't wake up and just start doing something. You must agree. We want to build a house, maybe a diabetes center. What do we start? Where do we start? Is that project what the community needs? Yes. So if we're going to build from the scratch, we need a plan. So you get an architect to give you a design. And so when you get there, what do? You start by laying the foundation. You build to the lintel level. You get to roofing. Then you plaster, you furnish, you paint, all those things. It must be from stage to stage. This is the stage that enables you to know if you're staying according to the plan and to know if you're really achieving your goals. Monitoring helps identify challenges early. It allows adjustments to be made and also ensures resources are being used effectively. When we track our progress carefully, we can see clearly the difference our community or our service is making. The next thing is impact. Impact is the true measure of our service. I tell you sincerely, it goes beyond completing activities. It asks, what difference did we make? We should tell ourselves the truth. We always carry out vision screening every year. Once it's October, we are talking about free eye screening. So every year you carry out this project. Does that project actually improve life? Does it strengthen our community? We started off with screening, and we now felt that just screening is not enough. We should add medication. So some clubs have gone ahead to do medication too, because we have doctors on ground. Later on, we said, let's not just screen them and let them go. Apart from giving them medication, those who have cataract, let's see how we can further assist. And we move to cataract surgeries. So now we screen eyes, we give out medication, we do cataract surgeries. As if that is not enough. We have even gone up to cornea transplants. A few clubs have carried out cornea transplant. Why have we left stage 1 of just screening to cornea transplant? Because we want to see how it can further strengthen our community. We don't just go and do one service and go. That service we're carrying out must be sustainable. It's just like going to a community and giving them a borehole. Yes, it's a beautiful idea. The community needs water. So you are giving them a borehole. But if it's a borehole that they need to power with a generator, does that community have money to buy the fuel? Most times we site these boreholes in front of the chief's compound. Would they have money? We have moved from just sinking normal borehole to sinking solar-powered boreholes. So once you do that service, you know that it's sustainable. What they need is light. And so they can pump water, even if it means fetching in the morning and fetching in the evening. So whatever project you're trying to do for the community, you must ensure that it's sustainable. Evaluating impact helps us celebrate success, learn lessons, and improve future projects. Like I said, we move from just normal boreholes to solar-powered boreholes. Ultimately, Lions serve not just to act, but to create lasting change. Each step is essential. Missing one of these steps will weaken the outcome. Next slide, please. So we are going to defining a project. That's the vision. And we have the big question, the why. Every project should start with a clear why. Why this project? Why are we doing relieving hunger? Why do we want to build a diabetes center? Why do we want to give out back to school items? There must be a why. Who does it benefit? Will it benefit the children? Will it benefit the women? Will it benefit the entire community? Will it benefit the teachers? Who will it benefit? What problem does it solve? We're seeing the euphoria of celebrating International Women's Day, and I've seen projects that clubs have done. Some are focused on the girl child. They need to give them sanitary pad in rural areas. We're doing all kinds of things. But don't forget, whatever project you want to embark on, you must ask yourself this question: why should we carry out this project? Who does it benefit? What problem does it solve? Also, make sure your project aligns with the Lions 5 global causes. This is how we can create unified impact across the world. The next thing we're going to be talking about is the how. Defining a project is the how. If you're please, next slide. Now that we have a vision, what we should think about is the how. Let's talk about planning. At this point, I want us to think about the SMART model. And now I want to engage you by using your chat box. What does the X stand for in the SMART model? The X is for what? Who can type? Let's see what the X is for. Anybody? What is the S for the SMART model? Can anybody hear me? Specific, nice. Okay, so if you say the S is for specific, what is the M for? The M.
Measurable.
Measurable, awesome. Now, Joyce, I don't want you responding to any question I've asked. Now, Joyce, you're not accepted to respond to any question, except I direct the question to you. No, I saw Lion Joyce typing. Yes, you responded. Thank you very much. But I saw Joyce typing, so I don't want her to respond to any question except I direct the question to her. So we've got
Lion Joyce.
For specific. The rest of you know yourselves.
I wanted to say I will answer the next question.
My DG, don't try that though. DG, don't respond to any question except I direct it to you. The same thing goes for the GLT
Can I please
coordinator.
answer? Can I answer?
No. All these gurus, where are they? Are they all in this class? My goodness. Please don't answer. Now, Felicia, don't answer. Okay, so we have the S for specific, we have the M for measurable. How about the A?
Achievable.
Nice. Dr. Sarah Water George, don't answer. I don't want you answering any question again. Okay. How about the R? The R. Relevant, realistic. Okay. How about the T? How about the T? Time bound. Oh my goodness. This, my friends, you are all
Time
so
bound.
intelligent. Good. You've done so well. So it's actually specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Think about your resources. You think about your volunteers, partnerships. You must build a solid team. When I talk about resources, what I mean here is, let's say you're going to do an awareness or these e-flyers that we do, that maybe you want to talk about hepatitis B. You need to meet a doctor that can give you all the information you put in that flyer that you have to share for everybody to know what hepatitis B is about. That's one. After that, you have to build a solid team. Or maybe you're partnering with the Nigerian Optometric Association when you're having free eye screening. You must assign roles. What would the Lions do? What would the Optometric Association do? And any other partners you have. Planning prevents surprises and builds confidence. Imagine when you have to do a project and it's raining season and you say it's going to be open air, and you don't think of getting canopy or think of using a hall. What happens? So when you're planning, you must ensure you put everything into consideration so that that project or that activity must be a huge success. Thank you very much for being very active. So we are done with the how. We are going to the action. The action here, when it's time to act, communication and delegation are key. I know I like to teach about delegation, but like I always say, when you're delegating, you have to try to be a bit careful. Don't delegate and just leave the task. Delegate and still see that what you want done is done properly. You delegate tasks, you communicate regularly, you anticipate and manage risks, you stay flexible and focused, and you document the process. Everyone should know their roles. Anticipate risks, weather, logistics, delays. Have a backup plan. There must always be a backup plan. Like for those of you in Lagos that there's traffic, you have traffic issues, and you put a project, maybe relieving hunger project for 8 o'clock. Then you decide to share the food to different caterers so that they can come early. So you ask one person to make amala, and you ask the other person to make the ewedu or the gbegiri. You ask one person to do the jollof rice, and another person should do maybe the afang soup. So they arrive separate times. What happens when it's time to give these people the food? You hear amala is here, but the soup is not here. Or the rice is here, the meat is not there. Something. So you have to have a backup plan. Or sometimes when we ask people to cook, they cook. The food is meant for 100 people. But before they serve 50 people, they'll say, we have rice, but we don't have meat. So if you know you've been having this kind of cases before, the next time you're planning a project that has to do with relieving hunger, or maybe with allowance investiture, you must have a backup plan. You will say, okay, let me just fry some meat and put somewhere in case the caterer comes with this story. Oh, the meat has finished and we still have food. You know that event will not go back because you have meat to say, I have meat, take and serve. So you must have a backup plan. And remember, flexibility does not mean lack of direction. It just means staying focused and adaptable. I want to share a success story with you. And this time I want to talk about vision. I love vision so much. That is why I always talk about projects that relates to vision. Many of you have heard the story of the Abuja FCT School of the Blind project. But now I want to tell you about a school in Abuja. On our own, we thought about this school and we said, what do we do for this school? Because we discovered that even children in primary 5 could not read. And so we now said at the Lions Club, we have noticed that many children in the rural schools are struggling to read. So our vision here becomes improve literacy among primary school students in our community. I hope we're all listening. The vision here, I'm giving you the example or a step-by-step example or sharing the success story of how vision planning, execution, monitoring, and impact works. So the vision here is to improve literacy among students in one of the schools in Abuja, in a community. And the plan is a reading support program or project where we could donate books, organizing volunteer and reading sessions. So now what we did, we wrote to Macmillan, and Macmillan gave us their books at half the cost. So we're able to have like a mini library for them. Then we partnered with the teachers. We encouraged them, gave them something additional so that they could help the children with reading. And we set a 3-month timeline for us to achieve this goal of ensuring that these children will be able to read. So members were asked to visit the school weekly. We shut ourselves into group A, group B, group C, group D. So group A will go this week. When we were talking about RAP, Reading Action Program, we sit with the students and get them to read and teach them from vowel sounds to reading. Then we had to distribute books. We gave them books they could take over the weekend, read and bring back. And also we continue running these reading sessions with the children. When it got to the time of monitoring, we had to ensure that the club tracks the attendance. So we were able to track attendance of the children who come out for the reading classes. We started observing the improvement in reading and their confidence. I was started receiving feedback from the teachers that the children are beginning to develop an interest for reading. And the impact that this simple project, it didn't cost so much to buy these small storybooks like Akpan and the Smugglers, Chike and the River, One Week, One Trouble. Those small books, they were not so expensive. The impact of this project was that after 3 months, more students could read independently. Teachers reported that there was improved classroom participation, and the club sees this as the real value for our service. We're happy. So when we're talking about the impact, what you have done, so you see that the plan was just to improve the reading culture. We ensured that we got a mini library, got people to donate books. We partnered with people. And we went there every week. We shut ourselves into groups and we went there to teach them how to read. We monitored how many children used to come out to read. Initially, they were just coming out, maybe 10, 20. The next time we got to the school, we'll meet a large crowd. So we share ourselves, like when we used to listen to Tales by Moonlight. So you sit in the middle, you have like 20 children sit down around you and listen to you, and you make them read for every other person to hear. And 3 months after, we have this good news to share that the children were now reading their books very well. That is the journey from vision to impact. Do you all agree with me that this is a true journey from vision to impact? If you do, if this story is a true example of vision to impact, please type yes. Please type yes or no. If you think it's not, say no. If you think it is, disagree. If you disagree, can I hear you say something? Tell me why you disagree with the process. I hope everybody can still hear me.
Yes. Yes, please.
I can hear you again. Trying to speak. I'm not hearing you again.
My PGD, can you hear me?
Video, I don't have video. Video can take. Video is not on. Video is not.
Okay, so I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, and I saw that I was no longer in the training room. Can everybody hear me now?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I was
Yes, we
asking a
can hear you now.
question. I was asking a question. I said the story I shared with you, is that a true example of a journey from vision to impact? If it is, just type yes. I only saw 2 people who responded. Does it mean there's only those 2 people that accept that it's a true story?
There are so many responses, my PGD.
Okay, so when I was yanked off the line.
Yes,
Okay,
there are
awesome.
so many.
Thank
Yes,
you. Thank
yes.
you very much. Thank you very much.
And they are all yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness, that's good. I like the fact that everybody is following, everybody is engaging. So for the person sharing the slide, I'm on slide 11 right now, because slide 10 is actually supposed to put the success story there. I'd like to say that the function of leadership is to produce more leaders, not more followers. This was said by Ralph Nader. Fellow Lions, I want to encourage you today. You may be good with project planning, you know the processes, but don't become the don and don't teach others. I like the fact that the SHE 4483 has taken time to say that somebody should come and talk about project planning. We should make more leaders. More people should know the stages of planning. Let's equip our members. They should understand these stages. Let it not be that it's only Lion Chinelo that knows the process. So any project she does not plan fails. So if she does not like the face of one of the presidents there, she will refuse to plan the project. What happens thereafter? Everything will go south. But the president that she likes, she will ensure she plans that here for the person. Let's do the right things. Everybody should learn the process so that we can continue to work as a team. We can continue to work as a team and create more leaders. We should be happy that as one leader, you have created 10 leaders. You have groomed 10 more people to become leaders. Don't be scared. There's enough space. We can have 1 million leaders. Don't think that if you create more leaders or make more lions become leaders, then you're going to lose your space. No, everybody has a spot. So let's not make everybody followers. I'm not saying we shouldn't have followers, but I'm saying as much as possible, let's ensure that we have more people becoming leaders. It makes the process smoother. So monitoring and evaluation impact. As we plan and implement projects, leadership becomes critical. I already said this quote, as Ralph Nader says, the function of leadership is to produce more leaders and not more followers. In Lions Club, leadership means empowering members to participate, to take responsibility. That one is key. Most Lions don't take responsibility. When you do something, take responsibility. But when it's a success, you take responsibility. When it fails, you look for who to apportion the blames to. Take responsibility. It's very important. And contribute ideas. Do not hold your ideas. I'm not trying to say the DG team is not performing, but sometimes the DG team, from DG to first vice and second vice will hold the idea he or she has and say, I'm waiting for when I become DG. Dear friends, share these ideas. Let's start using this idea. Let's start implementing it. By the time you become DG, it will be a smooth sail. If you want us to become digitalized and you say you want it in your year, people won't get used to it. But if we start 2 years before you become DG, imagine what happens. Everybody will just be at their best. Whatever idea you have to make the district grow, do not hold it. Do not wait for it to be in your year. No trophy is given. No special trophy, no cash donation is given. But when we all succeed together, let it be heard that, oh, the DG succeeded because she had the support of first vice and second vice. The same thing happens to first vice and second vice. Then we'll all work together and we'll be able to reach greater heights. Do we all agree that we should always work together? The same thing applies to club presidents and the other officers. Don't think because I've used DG team, it's only for DG team. It applies to every other person. And this works because it reinforces member engagement and teamwork. It shows how intentional planning leads to impact. We can measure and also celebrate. We often focus on the project, then move on. But tracking is crucial. Tracking is crucial. Let's use the Lions portal to report our service activities. Let's report the number of beneficiaries, the number of hours spent, the outcomes, ask for feedback, what worked, what didn't work. Some of us still don't know how to report on my LCI. So I want to put this test to all of us and see what the responses would be. So if we carry out a project today, free eye screening, and we have 10 of our members attend that project, and we spend 3 hours for the project, 3 hours of the duration that, or for the period it lasted, how many hours would you report on my LCI as the number of hours used for the project? Share your answers with me, please. I'll take it again. There's a free eye screening project done by Emerald Lions Club or Lekki Admiralty Lions Club. 10 members of this club attended and they spent 3 hours for the screening. How many hours did we spend for the project? How many hours will you report on my LCI? How many hours, please?
30 hours. 3 times 10.
No, 3 times 10. What's the 3 and what's the 10?
The number of persons times the hours they spent there.
The number of persons times. Okay, one person has written 184 hours, 30 hours, 10 hours, 10 members times 3. Okay, I can see. This time I want to direct this question to one person. So now, Joyce Akpata, could you tell us how many hours would have spent?
$30 hours.
So how did you arrive at the 30 hours?
The number of lions 10 multiplied by the number of hours, which was 3.
Okay, that's good. How about the number of hours we use in planning and having meetings before this project was carried out? Where do we throw those number of hours?
We're able to factor that in. I mean, that should make up the total number of hours that you would have put in the first place.
Okay, so when you get the 10 members times the 3 hours, that gives you 30, plus the number of hours you use in planning that project. That is what will give you the total number of hours spent for that project. Do we understand? Are we together?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can I continue?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Or do you want me to give another test again? No,
It's
let me
well
not stress all of you. So I'm on slide 12 now, and I see that you're the one sharing, not if you're so go ahead. So common challenges that Lions face. Let's be honest, many clubs face similar challenges or issues. Unclear goals, poor planning and unclear goals. You just come and say, let's go and do Relieving Hunger Project. Relieving Hunger Project for how many people? So how much food will we prepare? Is it cooked food? Is it going to be raw food? What are we doing? I must commend the Lions in Lagos and Lions in Lagos. Yes, I saw that first with Lagos Achievers and a club in Ikorodu. And I think when Duji had her own project too, you put your items in a box, in a carton, and it's properly labeled. Eye-catching, I love that. But back to this reporting on my LCI again. When you give out raw food, there's enough for a household of 5, and you feed 200 households. When you want to put the number of people you have fed, how many people have you fed? Could we have the answers shared on the platform? I'll take it again. You have raw food, rice, tomato, granola, and the quantity is to feed minimum a household of 5, as in a household that have 5 members, and you're able to feed 200 households. What is the number of people you have fed?
$1,000. No, wait.
Why do you say 1,000?
Because 5 persons in a house times 200 persons that you said. In a house, there are 5 persons living in a house times the 200 persons. Nice.
Awesome. But is that how you have been reporting is that what you do when you're planning? Do you set that goal to say that this food we are going to package is meant for 4 members of a household or 5 members of a household, and we plan to feed 200 households? Do you set that kind of clear goal?
Actually, we don't understand it that way.
No, that
But now
question
that
is
you
not
have
for you
said it,
directly. No, that question is not for you
sorry.
directly. So I'm speaking generally. Do we set that kind of goal? If we're going to give cooked food, we're not say, okay, we want to feed 200 people, so we must have 200 packs of food. And we should have well-branded bags where it will be well packaged. I like the way we are going now. I see Lions, they even prepare the food, and you see them preparing the food together and they package it. We do that in Abuja. I've seen that in Benin. I think that's Benin, it's at a Unique Lions Club, and some other clubs. It's good. But while you were preparing to get the condiments for this food, did you think of the number of people you were supposed to feed? That's how you can set a clear goals. And for the clubs that go sharing sanitary pads, if you want to share sanitary pads, do you go to that school to find out how many girls are in that school? Do you want to give to all the girls? How much resources do we have at our disposal? Let's say we have 200,000. 200,000 can get us sanitary pads for 200 students. The school we are going to, how many girls do they have? They have 400 girls. If they have 400 girls, it means you cannot give all the girls. So which girls should we target? Should we target the girls in the senior classes from SS1 to SS3 that we are sure they are started using the sanitary pad, and leave out the ones from JS1 because some of them have not started? You need to be strategic. You don't just carry stuff and just say, okay, today is this project. We are going to one school to give out toothbrushes. You just buy 100 toothbrushes and get there. When you get there, you give the first 100. No, you must plan. You must plan. You must go to that school. That's why we say, go to the school, know their need. When you identify their need, get the number, work with the resources you have, and target the people you want to give. Why the people in the exam classes or the senior girls, those you want to give it to? If it's enough for the whole school, fine. If you need partnership to ensure this thing works, better. And when it's time to report on the Lions portal, you report accurately. Lack of follow-up. Most times we carry out projects and we do not follow up. These days we have very few volunteers when we go to. I've not reached this slide, please. I'm still on slide 12, please. Most times when we carry out projects, we have very few Lions coming out. We have 1,001 excuses for not coming out for projects. This is happening, that is happening. I want us as Lions to be intentional. Meetings are once a month, general meeting, once a month. Sometimes projects are once a month. You have to be intentional and make out time to attend your club project. If you just send your donation, let's say you send 100,000, it won't form legs to walk or get to the location where you want that act of service carried out. So let's have more volunteers. If we have more volunteers, we'll spend less time when we are carrying out this project. On the reporting, I've spoken about it already. Most of us don't know how to calculate the number of people. Let me do another test. If we decide to have a zebra crossing in front of a secondary school that the population is 2,000 people, if you are to report the number of beneficiaries, what number will you capture? A secondary school in a community, you do a zebra crossing in front of that school, and the number of students in that school are 2,000. What number will you report as the number of people that will benefit from that project? Use the chat box, please. I've seen 5,000. Yes, that's a good number. But, why are you saying 5,000? Any answer you give me, you must give me why you think it's 5,000. Unmute yourself and tell me why you think it's 5,000.
Okay. Good evening, my PDG.
Good evening, Jim.
Good evening, Great Lions. Okay, the reason I said 5,000 is because you have other people living around that community. So it's not just about the students. Other people would surely benefit from that. You have it's a community, so there are other people living in that community. So you're not just the school is not just benefiting, other people around.
Other people benefit. Thank you. Very good answer. Thank you very much. Who else wants to try? And what's the maximum number you can report on the Lions portal as number of beneficiaries?
3,000 for now. Good evening.
3,000 for now.
Yes.
Good evening. Yes, thank you very much. It's 3,000 for now. So yes, we can actually have 5,000. We can actually have 10,000, depending on the number of people in that community. But the maximum that you can report on the portal is 3,000. So if you were going to report that project, you use the maximum number. That is 3,000. Do we understand? Are we together? So lack of members' involvement. Most of our members are not involved. That is why these days you see some club having what we call project ambassadors. So every month you get one person to be the team lead and get members to work with the person, just to make sure everybody is involved. We shouldn't leave the project running around for just the director of service or just the club president. Everybody must be involved. And some of the solutions I put down, which is not limited though, it's we have training. If you keep training people, like trainings like this, I must commend this 4483. Every month I see at least 2 trainings, not just on Lion related issues, but other issues. So with that, your Lions, they become more knowledgeable. With training, people will learn more. They know how to handle issues. I'm sure if all of you go back to your clubs and next time your president is saying, let's plan a project, you have all these questions to ask. It means you have learned something. Collaboration. Sometimes you can't do it alone. I remember the first cataract surgeries that we had to do in Abuja Metro in Abuja. I went to, I think, was it General Hospital I went, and I paid them a visit and I asked for collaboration. And the surgeries they were supposed to do for, I think, 50 or 60,000. They did it for 25. We only paid for consumables. And so in our banner, we carried that it was in collaboration with General Hospital. I know that we have done that with Eye Care Foundation, if I'm right. Felicia Below is always doing things like that. I remember she did that for Kidjo Latuboson Operation, when we had to get some lions, some people who did their cultural surgeries to Ijebu Ode, areas like that. So you have to learn how to partner and see how you can cut costs. And everything you do, you must document. If you document what you're doing, due process is followed. And if somebody comes after you, he can look at the script and say, okay, this is what we achieved, or this is what we did last year. This was the feedback. This is what we didn't do well. So when we're applying this year, we must ensure that we cover those lapses. And above all, when we finish a good project, we should be able to recognize and celebrate. Recognize people. Recognition is key. If recognition wasn't key, Lions Club International will not even bother to talk about it. When it comes to recognition, you don't have to go and get a big plaque or something. Even just asking everybody to stand and let that person who performed so well sit and will sing for he or she is a jolly good fellow is something. If we have newsletters, we can just recognize people that have performed so well. In my year as DG, I had 2 pins, 2 colors. As you do a task and you complete it and you ensure you do it well, you are recognized immediately. And that made more people ready to work. Not just as DG, even as club presidents. Sometimes we wait till when we are handing over. But we could do some of this recognition and appreciation in the course of the year. If you recognize, even the donors, people we invite to come and donate, no feedback, no thank you letters, nothing. You don't even invite them to come and witness the project they gave you money for. I tell you, when you recognize people for what they have done, you can go back anytime, even 3-4 times. I share a story with you. All of you know Lion Felicia below. I go to her house, I pick up anything I want, and she'll say, if you come here again, I'll beat you. I say, okay, mommy. And I send her a beautiful text message, thanking her for what I took from the house. And after 1 week, I go back there, and I know what I want to target. Her wardrobe is one place I love to, go to. But because I appreciate her and recognize her, well, I'm saying this so that when I come to Lagos next month, I'll be able to invade the wardrobe. Now, Felicia, I know you're listening. So thank you very much, Great Lions. You have learned something today. So let's go to call to action. We should learn to serve smarter. We should think beyond activities. Focus on long-term community impacts. Don't just go today and feed them. You give them food today and you don't go back. How about that borehole where you can always go maybe every month or once a quarter to check? I'm not saying everybody should do borehole, but do something that is long-lasting. See the reading. Nobody will take that reading to be anything, but you see, you have been able to touch life. People are up to 12 years old and in primary 4, primary 5, they cannot read. If you can't read in this world that we live in, I don't know how you're going to cope. So let's begin to think outside the box and think of what we can do. Let's plan for lasting change. Our communities deserve more than one-off activities. They need solutions. Let us empower fellow Lions and Leos to lead impactful projects that would tell the true story of who we are and that kindness truly matters. Let's make every project count. I tell you a story. I'll give you an example. You have internally displaced people living in one makeshift area, maybe a primary school. They need mattresses, they need food and other things. And a club goes to mount a billboard on HIV and AIDS, get tested today. Is that information a good information? Yes. But is that what that community or those group of people need at this point in time? No. So have you seen how you can do a project, but it's not beneficial to the community? Don't do a project because you want to do. Make sure you do something that is lasting. They are internally displaced. They need mattresses you have for them. They need food you give to them. And other things that they need. Give them what they need. At that point in time, they need so much. Give them what they truly need. Show them kindness. Like I said, kindness truly matters. As we conclude this session today, I would like to leave us with this very inspiring reminder from Helen Keller. Before I go on, Helen Keller is that woman who challenged us to become Knights of the Blind. Which convention was it and what year? What year was that convention when Helen Keller challenged us to be Knights of the Blind? Use the chat box, please. Have I seen any answer yet? 1925. Are you sure? Sure it's not 1923? Who has a different answer? (1925, 1920). Yes, go on. Who has a different answer? Are you sure it's not 1917? Okay, who else has a different answer? Are you sure it's not 1960? Okay, somebody's asking what was the question. I say, what year did Helen Keller challenge lions to become Knights of the Blind? I want 3 more answers before I give the correct answer. 3 more people, what do you think? Is it 1925? Is it 1920? Is it 1917? 1945? Okay. So I have to, remaining one more answer. 1925. Okay. At this point, I'm going to direct the question to one of the leaders here and ask them to give me the answer. So let me ask this question to the youngest FDI graduate here. Now, if you're Vincent, what year did Helen Keller challenge lions to become Knights of the Blind?
Good evening, everyone. It was on June 30th, 1925, during the International Convention at Cedar Point, Ohio.
Thank you very much. Can you say it again so that everybody can hear? And please type it so everybody hears.
June 30th, 1925, during the International Convention in Cedar Point in Ohio.
Thank you very much. Please just type it so that people will know the day, the month, the year, the location. Thank you very much. So 1925 is the correct answer. So she said, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. Do you agree? When we say people, more lions should come and join, imagine a project that we want to embark on that's going to cost ₦1 million, and we are only 10 members. Those of you who passed mathematics, please help us. So if we have ₦1 million as what we are going to contribute for a project, and we have just 10 members, how much will each member contribute to make up the ₦1 million?
100,000.
100,000. Okay. If we are 20 members, how much will you contribute?
50,000.
Okay. If we are 50 members, how much will we contribute?
50,000. Okay, say we are 50.
20,000.
That is 10,000. 10,000.
10,000. Okay.
Yes.
If we are 100 members, how much will we contribute for that project?
1,000.
1,000.
Yes.
What if we are 200 members? How much will we contribute?
500.
$500 or 500 what?
500 naira.
It looks as if Adeojo is the only mathematician in this location. So you see what we are saying?
I got 8-1 in mathematics.
Oh my goodness, that's so good. I can see.
I can see how he got A1 in mathematics.
My goodness.
He failed all the answers. He failed all the answers.
Oh my goodness, Adeojo, have you seen yourself? So you see, fellow lions, the more the merrier. So when we have a task, if we have more hands, more people, if we do it together, it becomes lighter. So fellow lions, let's come together, work as a team, so that we can do much. We can go, what we're supposed to do in 5 days, we can do it in 1 day, we can do it in 3 hours, we can do it in just 1 hour. Helen Keller has already motivated us. So I want us to remain motivated. Just the way she has asked us to be Knights of the Blind, a challenge that has helped to shape the global mission of Lions Club International. You see how it works? Because it has tied history and collaboration and impact together. So what one woman said in 1925, we're all doing it. If we were to calculate how many people that Lions have helped screen their eyes, those who have given glasses, you'll be wowed by the number. If it's just those people who attended the convention in 1925, I'm sure they are all dead by now. But we've continued. So together we can do so much. And before I end this session, I just want to charge us to continue to work together. Whatever project you have to do, come together as a team. Plan it properly. Let the goals you want to set be clear, so that together you would achieve. So I'll go back to the session objectives and ask, have we achieved all that was in our session objectives? Can I have the next slide, please? Do we now understand the stages of project management? At this point, I want you to unmute yourself and say yes or say no. Do we now understand the stages of project management?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so yes. You say yes? Okay. Let me have all of you type. What's the first one? Use the chat box. What's the first? The first thing for the
Identify
project
your
management?
community efficiency.
No, that's not it. I shared that vision. Thank you, Lanuchiapan. Vision. And so after vision, what do we have next? Vision, yes, vision. After vision, what's the next thing? Planning. It's only Lanuchi that listens to this presentation. Planning. Okay, Joyce, you can talk now. So after planning, what's the next thing?
Smart goals.
Type. I want you to type. After planning is what? Monitoring. Are you sure it's monitoring? Okay. After monitoring is what?
Need assessment.
It's execution. After execution is impact. Lariola, please, could you put that slide up again? For them to see, for those who joined late. Could you go back? So you see, from vision to impact, the journey. So it's the vision, the planning, execution, monitoring, and impact. So I want to ask again, if you have understood what we have discussed today, do we now understand the stages of project management? Unmute yourselves and let me hear the answer. Either it's yes or no. Do we now understand the stages of project management?
Yes.
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 We understand.
Okay, so do we now know how to identify community needs effectively? Just type yes or no, so that if you don't understand, I could explain. Do we now know how to identify community needs effectively?
So do needs assessment.
Yes, the needs assessment, so you know what to do.
Yes.
Okay. Have we learned how to evaluate and report project impact using Lions tools?
No.
Who said no?
You
We
came
talked
late.
about reporting on Lions portal. So I asked the question for the person who said no. Does your club report on my Lions portal? When you carry out a project, do you pull report? Does the secretary report? Okay, no response. The person now understands. So as Lions, when you carry out your project monthly, you are supposed to report your project, and you be careful that you don't under-report or over-report. Talking about over-reporting, there are some of us who just make e-flyers and just print, and then we just report numbers. Before you know it, if you have 3 wall something day in a month or 5, they would have served like 30,000 people. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to do, but please be careful when you don't over-report and also don't under-report. As Lions, let's continue to work together as a team and ensure that we plan our projects properly, execute it, and make sure that we impact our community. Because where there is a need, there's always a lion. Thank you very much for listening. And I'm ready to take questions if there are any.
Thank you,
At this
DG.
point, I would want that we make Ifiok the co-host, because I have a poll that we're all supposed to respond to. It's already showing on the screen. Feel free to respond to it before we round up. In your opinion, what is the biggest challenge Lions Club face when implementing service projects? Just scan and respond. So respond, just go to the slido.com or Slido, whatever you want to pronounce it. SILDO.com, or you scan that QR code and respond. It's active. So you type in 4094299. Has anybody gotten there?
I've dropped the link
Poor
on the chat
planning.
box, so you can just click on the link and take the
Click
poll.
on the link. Click on the link and take the poll. Thank you very much, my past area leader, Mrs. Samipoko. I said all FDIs should not respond, okay? This one is walkover for you now. Even if you wake you up from sleep, you respond now. So, have you seen the link? Click on the link and respond to the poll. Okay. Limited funding is taking the lead. Oh, poor planning or unclear goals. Okay. Let's keep going. 16 people have responded. I need more people to respond. It won't show your name. Don't be scared. Go ahead and respond. We're going to round up in 30 seconds. Okay. At this point, I would like us to end the poll while I give you the statistics. Limited funding is what seems to be the highest for now, with 39%. Poor planning or clear goals is 30%. That's the next one. Low member participation is 21%. Limited partnerships or resources is 8%. Lack of community involvement, 0%. Okay. I can see some people are still typing on the platform. I can see lack of committee event. The link is slow in opening. Oh, sorry about that. Members' unwillingness to participate, limited funding. Okay, so you see what I've just said. All the clubs have similar issues. We all have similar issues. So with what you have learned today, with proper planning, I'm sure we can handle all these issues. Once again, thank you for listening. And a special appreciation goes to the district governor and the GLT for inviting me to share my, what would I call it now? My knowledge with you. I'm grateful. Can see that we have 63 participants in attendance. That's a good number. Once again, thank you for listening. Over to you, my GLT coordinator.
Thank you so very much, my PDG. We are really grateful for this knowledge sharing. It's been a very interactive session, and I'm sure, just like me, every other person has learned one thing or two from tonight's session. May I now invite questions, comments, if we have any, so that PDG can address them.
Questions, please feel free to ask your questions.
Yes.
The one I
Okay.
can't answer, I have my past area leader here.
Okay. Lion Soledotto, I can see your hand up. Please go ahead and speak.
Okay. Mine is more of a concern than question. I keep on wondering, after carrying out activities, laudable ones in some cases, and lions find it difficult to report on the lion portal. They prefer to post it on social media, and they still find it difficult to realize that it's very important for them to report on my lion portal. So I don't know how that one can be handled, After so many trainings, so many awareness on the need for them to realize the importance of reporting on the lion portal, they are not even keen on doing that. So I don't know how we can address such an anomaly, if I may say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Soledotto. So I want to respond to that question. This issue has been lingering for now, but I want to say that there are some districts that we don't have that issue again. But first things first, it's the time for election again. Let's be intentional on who we are picking to be our club's secretary. Some of these people are not tech savvy, and it doesn't need so much. You don't need to be a guru in ICT to know what to do. So if you attend one training or a past secretary shows you what to do, you should know. And as club president, you don't leave the reporting thing to the secretary. Ask your secretary, have you reported? Everybody can access. We can all check the portal to know if our clubs have reported or not. It's just that you don't have the right to report. It's just the secretary and president. But other members, check. The secretary cannot report. Who can help? We've even gone as far as having what we call club administrator. A club administrator too can report. So I don't see why a club should have a secretary that cannot report and an administrator that cannot report. We must be intentional when we are picking our officers, when we are voting. And if it happens that you do not have someone who can do the reporting, then look around your club who can assist. If you do not report, it's as if you didn't carry out the project. That's all. If you don't report and your figures are not captured, when we are counting those who did free eye screening or who did any of the service challenge, you won't be counted. And you don't, the harm doesn't come to your club alone, even your districts. So when they are supposed to be saying your district has 100% reporting or 80% reporting, because you have not reported, you bring down the numbers. So I want to encourage everybody. We are all leaders. I said all of us should be leaders. We shouldn't have only one person leading while the rest are followers. Find time to check. Ask the question, my secretary, have you reported? My president, what is the update? It should be everybody's business, not the president's business alone or the secretary's business. If everybody here, 63 of us, most of us are from different clubs and districts, go the extra mile to act. Even this social media, even this WhatsApp platform where people come and post their pictures, ask them, have you reported on my LCI? I'm sure they will remember. But the onus lies on them. Nobody can report for them. They have the password. They are the ones to report. So all we can do is encourage them to report. And with time, I'm sure we'll outgrow that problem. Thank you very much. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, thank you. You did well. Thank you very much. Well appreciated. Thank you.
Just to add to it, we have a GST coordinator for the district. I want to use my year as district governor as an example. My GST coordinator will ensure that once it gets to 10th of the month, she's already sending messages. She put all the club's GST coordinators in a platform where she would call. I have seen yours, I haven't seen yours. It will cost money to call, it will cost data, but if you get someone who will be on them. I remember when PCC Sam Mikuk was district governor, that's where we had the position of chief of staff. We had that person to ensure that clubs, the person follows up on clubs to ensure that they report. But the chief of staff we have now, I don't know what their job description is, but that is what they are supposed to do in partnership or in collaboration with the district GST. So if we have someone who will prompt them, report, I've just checked, you have not reported. Drop a list. We have 65 clubs, 40 have reported. What's happening to the remaining? List their names out. I'm sure one person will say, oh, my club has not reported. I've seen my club in this list. Let me go and ask the secretary. That's the much we can do because we do not have their password. Thank you.
My PDG, I need to respond to you because I'm currently the GST.
Okay.
Hello.
So what are you doing to
and
ensure?
We've done a lot, Every month we post those that are reported. And just about 2 months ago, we changed the tactics that instead of posting those that have reported, let's start posting those that have not reported. And we also follow up one-on-one. But as much as there is improvement, I'll really say that. But when I would say there's an improvement, but at the same time, probably because we are in we're almost rounding up the tenure. We still have about 4 months more. They have relapsed again, So we need to start. It's not just like you said, it's not just the work of the GST alone.
I'm sorry, Doctor, you have ginger. I know you. Just do a little more, okay? Well done, and thank you for what you have done so far.
That all of us, it's not just the work of the GST alone, The GST follow up often, but GST can't do it alone. Others have to join the GST to make it happen. Thank you.
I agree. Sometimes if they could add it to the president's platform, when you talk to your GST coordinators, remind the club presidents too. Thank you very much, and thank you for what you're doing. We see you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my PDG. We still have one hand up. Lion Anthony Adeojo. Could you speak, please?
Good evening, my PDG. Good evening, Lion leaders.
Good evening.
Yeah. Most time we carry out a very laudable project. We gather money to carry out project. But most time we look at, we find out that the community involvement is not really adequate because maybe the community is not part of that project or the community is not benefiting from that project. In this case, like we have an example where we set up an accident emergency center in Odukpani. The community is not doing anything about that project. But that project, we did a visibility study on that project. We carried out that project. It was for the public, but the community themselves, they're not doing anything about the project. When we walk and pass through that project, we see grasses all over the place. We see that the place is not well kept. So what do you do in this case?
On a lighter mode, you call it an accident and emergency center. And there are no accidents for now. You know, ever since we built that, since we built that center, the accidents on that route has reduced. You know, so if not for anything, the presence of that clinic has reduced accidents. But back to why we are here. Sometimes we need just little reminders. You know, I just think that maybe the chief or the councillor or somebody, you know, let's just engage with the community and say, look, this place we built it for you. People should, you know, claim ownership, make it look nice. If we bring a patient now, is it not snake bite that will start from the beginning before we even get into the place? How about the people that are working there? Don't we have staff there? I think, did we donate it to road safety? Like the one in Shagamu was donated to road safety. So they manage it. So they will take care of the grass cutting and things like that. For that particular one, who did we hand over the project to? I know Lions or the Leos are not running it themselves. Is it the community? Is it road safety? So the particular
hand over to the teaching hospital.
Teaching hospital in Calabar, then we have a lot of Lions working there. We can drop this information that that place is not well taken care of, you know. That's the much you can do. Once you build and donate to a community, the power you have over that project is kind of gone. But all you can do is, you know, appeal to them to take care of the place. That's the much you can do. And what happens if Lions is not to just jump into a bus and go and do environment? Environment project is April. We could go tidy up the place. As we're going, we can get some of the community people to join. We might find someone who can dedicate to say, be doing this for a token. Let's just think outside the box and see how the things we've donated can be well preserved. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my PGJ. I'm going through the chat room and there are a lot of compliments there. I may not be able to start reading out all of them, but overall, it's an awesome presentation. And everybody says it was informative and quite impactful. So I'm looking for questions. I can't see more questions. So I ask again, do you have questions? Do you have comments for our PDG so she can address? While we're doing this, please, the attendance link, we've been sharing it on the chat box. Kindly fill the attendance. Thank you so much. Try to fill the attendance. It's important to us that we have your records that you attended. Thank you so very much. I can see a lot of senior Lions here. I can see a lot of people that joined from even outside our district. I would leave that to our Chief of Staff when she would do us the honors of vote of thanks to speak to that. But please, may I request humbly that we all turn on our cameras, please. We would like to take snapshots of the people present here. May I please request that you turn on your cameras? God bless you. Thank you so much. We need to see our beautiful faces. Please turn on your cameras. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, I'm seeing so many. Oh yeah, thank you. Okay, I'm not going to say what I want to say now because my DJ will attack me. DG, you know, but I'm not going to say anything. Please, so many people are refusing to turn on cameras. Let's see your beautiful faces, please. Thank you. We want to see this beautiful smile. Lion Dr. Mukai. I love that smile. Thank you.
Thank you.
See my great lion. Lion Adebweru, thank you for joining. Lion Ari, please let us know when you're done. While the cameras are being turned on, the photographs are being... PCC, good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah. Lion Joyce, please do us the honors of giving the vote of thanks and recognizing our seniors here and others, and thanking our PDG, Linda.
Thank you very much, my GLT coordinator. I mean, well, on behalf of the district governor and the entire Lions of 4483, we want to say thank you, and we do acknowledge all senior Lions that have joined us. I've seen PCC Sam. I think I heard PCC or PDG Irotume's voice, you know, but it looks like he's having issues. You know, we do have our regulars from over Africa, Mukai, so many others. I don't want to start going through all the names, but those that I've seen Mukai, I think I've seen Shiba, and quite a number of others who have consistently honored us with their presence since we kicked off the Learning Lounge. Our sincere appreciation for your consistency, and that also makes us know that we are adding value. Like our guest speaker said this evening, you know, alone you can do so little, quoting Helen Keller, you know, and it just shows we are making our own little effort as a district, bearing in mind that, you know, whatever we do share, leveraging on our platform, we're not limiting it to ourselves, but we're indeed spreading it to Lions globally. So that's enhancing our impact and ensuring that more people learn, you know, and are able to amplify our service, which is the whole essence. So on behalf of all of us, again, our sincere appreciation to PDG Linda for delivering what I call a very insightful and impactful session. Her presentation went through the various stages of project management, from identifying community needs to how we effectively implement our project, and ultimately how we can also evaluate and report using the various tools that are available to us. It was very practical, and I believe that the practical knowledge that we have gained with all the assignments or tasks that she made us do, with all the calculations and the mathematicians who were trying to intimidate us, but we refused to be intimidated. You know, I believe the knowledge would strengthen the quality and impact of our service project. You have not only deepened our understanding, but you have also made us remember that it's important that we are very intentional, we are very structured. You highlighted the SMART acronym and how we can use that in our service, but most importantly, that we should be accountable in how we serve our communities. So we're very grateful for your time. We're grateful for your expertise. We're grateful for you willing to share, and most importantly, your continued commitment to building capacity within the Lions Network. That is very commendable. So thank you, PDG Linda, and thank you to our GLT and the entire media team.
Welcome.
Put this together, and thank you to our DG for also providing an enabling environment for us to share and continue to share. So thank you very much, everyone, and have a pleasant evening.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Good night.
You didn't tell us.
Please make sure you fill the attendance before you exit. We're going to leave this open for another 3 minutes, thereabout. Please try to fill the attendance. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you and good night.
Good night.
Good night, my sister.
All right,
Well
good night,
done, Jim.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, PDG.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chinyelu.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, DG. Thank you, Joyce, for thanking us. Bless you all. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night. Bye.
Yes, ma. How do you feel the attendance? You are not happy.
Don't forget to fill the attendance, everyone. And once again, have a restful night.
How do we feel the attendance? Please,
I've been dropping it on the, okay, please just check the chat room. I just dropped it again. Just click on the link, sir. I just dropped it. Can you see it?
Yes.
If it's not opening, it must be from your end, maybe your network.
Yes. I click on the link.
Maybe your network. Try again, Lion Moet. Try again. We've been able to open it from this one. Okay.
I'm opening it.
Okay. Your audio is a bit shaky. I'm not sure I can hear you clearly. Maybe you can type if it's possible. But I hope you're able to open the attendance. I dropped it again.
GLT, man. Good evening, ma'am.
Is it to type my name?
No, just click on that link there. Click on it. It will open.
Type my name on
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
The link is not opening from my end.
Okay, check your DM, Lion Moet.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
this site can't be reached.
It must be your network, sir. Try it. Please check your network. Because I'm able to open it here. And so many others are also able to open it. So it could be your network, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Alternatively, can you chat with me on WhatsApp?
I want to believe it's the network because I can't open. Okay, ma'am.
It must be your network. Just keep trying.
Thank you. Good night. Get mine?
Hello, sir.
Did you get mine?
Oh.
It's a chat with you on WhatsApp.
Yes. You want me to type my number? Okay. Please, could you pick? I can hardly hear you, sir. Please.
Please, my yes.
Okay, I'm dropping my number for you.
Yes. So yes, type your number.
I already did. It's there. Please check. I already sent you my number. Please check, sir.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
I'm seeing it. 231 55 819.
Yes, sir.
So what should I do?
Just chat. Can you engage me on my DM?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Sorry, man.
I'll do that now.
I'm trying to load. I'm trying to get my number.
I'm trying to
get my line ID.
Okay. Have you put your club?
Yes, Yaba Lion Club.
Okay. Go ahead and send.
That's the only thing I can't submit. I can't submit. That's the only thing I can't get the number right now, but shit. Oh no.
Is it not allowing you to submit?
Yeah, it to submit since that space is vacant. Oh, let me just try and submit. Let's see.
Try and submit first.
Let me just submit.
Have you submitted?
Yes. Okay.
It has gone. No problem. I'll get your number. Provided you
All
provided
right, thank you so much.
information.
I appreciate it.
Yes. Okay. All right.
The right what?
Every other information.
I didn't get that.
I said.
Oh yes. I'm from
every other
Lions
I'll
Club.
get your number. Don't worry about that. I'll get it.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're
I really
welcome.
enjoyed the session. Thank you.
I'm glad you joined.
And you too.
I'm glad you joined. Have a good evening.
Yeah. And you too. Bye.
Bye. Okay, I believe we're all done. Lion Chief Vitus eBay, have you been able to register now?
I'm trying to chat you.
You're trying to chat me. I haven't seen your chat, sir. Just say hello to me on WhatsApp.
Okay, man.
Say hello to me on WhatsApp, so I'll tell you what to do. And I can get the details I need and sort you out. Okay? Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to shut this down now.
Ma, I'm unable to register too. I've been trying it since.
I can't. I'm seeing name heart. Is that your name?
Yes, now Nimat, Leo Lion Nimat.
Okay, sure. Okay. So can you? I dropped my number in the chat room. Can you
Okay, ma'am.
private chat me quickly?
All right. Yes, ma'am. I will
Private
do
chat
that,
me
ma'am.
quickly. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
All right. Okay. We're going to shut this down now. I believe we're all good now. Please private chat me, Nimat, and Lion
Yes,
Chief.
ma'am.
I'm waiting for you. Okay. Have a
I'm
good
waiting.
evening. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.